So whether or not you're getting all the high engagement or not, if you're just saying the generic things everybody else is sort of saying, you're certainly, one, not contributing value, but two, you're not going to get those marketing metrics, the engagement, the discovery. You're not going to be the signal amongst the noise. Something I've been thinking a lot about is what's my point of view? How do you think about taking a point of view, and how do you do that in a way that's not just a point of view for point of view's sake, right? Like, I'm just, for shock and awe, I'm going to take a controversial stance, and that's going to put us on the map, whether we believe it or not, because we'll get discovery calls. How have you thought about that with this reboot, this rethinking that y'all have been doing at Talent Graph?
Yeah, so I think that kind of comes down to, and this isn't only important in social media and marketing, right? It's also important for you as a company and you as a brand to really understand, what is your mission? Every big company out there has a mission statement. And yeah, it's a nice thing to have, and it's a nice thing to share with new employees, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason that we need to understand, why are we here? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish, and why? And if you can answer those 4 things in, whether it be a mission statement or our core values as a company, then that's where you start. And if what you're doing isn't toward that effort or towards that goal, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, or you're doing it wrong. So I think everybody needs to step back and say, why am I here? What am I doing? And what is my end goal? And then everything should be towards that mission.
Gotcha. It sounds like you're saying that your marketing and messaging need to be in alignment and integrity with the mission and values of your organization, 100%. Not just picking the flavor of the month to talk about.
100%. Because if not, it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to resonate. And the actions that you take as a company, if they're not in line with your voice, so your brand voice is really what you're creating on social media and in your marketing campaigns. If your brand voice isn't in lockstep with the actions that you take as a company, then people aren't going to believe it. People aren't going to trust you. You have to, it's just kind of like who you are as a person. If the actions that you take don't match the words that come out of your mouth, no one is going to take you seriously. And the same thing is true for businesses.